you will come across what exactly happens in levels of management. The bigger the sizes, the levels of management increases. As the size of the company and workforce increases, the number of levels in management increases. The person who is in the top, he should have a specialized knowledge about what he is performing. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidhyaashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. A warm welcome to all of you. Now here in this first chapter of BCom, that is the concept of management, the session number 4 is very important because you will come across what exactly happens in levels of management. Here in this chapter as well as in this session, I'm going to explain you about the different levels of management, what exactly the levels of management tells you, and if you get any opportunity to join any MNC company or any of you people feel that you want to be an entrepreneur and want to start any of your own ventures, I'll tell you what it is. Levels of management is very important for you to understand what exactly the levels of management is. Broadly, levels of management is classified among 3 of the levels. We call that as top level, middle level and supervisor level, or it is also called as lower level. So understand here, the nature and size of a business will decide the levels of management. If the size of a business is huge, then levels of management is broadly classified on the way they go for the constructions in their own levels. And if the size of the business is small, what happens is you will have a minimal levels of management. So broadly, altogether, if you consider it, levels of management are classified into 3. One is the top level management. We also call this as administration level. What is it? Administration. So administration level we actually call them. Then we have middle level, where you actually get all the managers. Who is that? The managers are here. And the lower level, also called as operative level or supervisory level. Usually what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to draw a chart like top level, middle level, low level, and here I'll just tell you who are the people who actually comes in the following levels. The first one, the top level, you have the C class. When I say C class, it is all the CEO, CFO, COO, all those people who are the chief, who they will come in the top level. And here in the middle level, the M kind of a thing, it's a tricky one how to remember. I'm just telling you M. So what exactly happens here is you have the managers. You have the managers who are there, who are working for the organization. Then you have low level, or it is also called as supervisory level. It is also called what? Supervisory level, or it is called as operating level. Operating level. So these are the levels of management, and you are supposed to know and remember these levels. And I'll tell you more about the roles and responsibilities of the following levels. Try to understand here. An organization without a proper unity of command, a proper unity of direction, they cannot move the system altogether. When I say this, they cannot move the system, that means they should have a proper formal organization. For a proper formal organization, the level of management is very important. And I'll tell you here, management is actually a military concept. What type of concept is it? It's a military concept. When I say it's a military concept, so you know that what exactly the code of conduct will be, how well the roles, the rules, the regulations, the responsibilities, the duties, the obligations are all mentioned here. So all the level of management, they have their own roles and responsibilities. So let's check what is the first one. The first one being the top level management. So here what happens is, I'll brief you what exactly the levels of management is here. Now the different levels of management can determine, what is it? can determine. I already told you that there should be what? Unity of command. It is all about the military concept. So here you will understand that the different levels of management can determine the chain of command within an organization, as well as the amount of authority and typically decision making influence urged by all managerial positions. So if you try to understand this, right, we have this 3-tier, right, the 2-tier, 3-tier, there are so many kind of a thing. Here you get this top level, middle level, then you have supervisor level, then it actually flows. The more the nature of businesses, the more the bigger the sizes, the levels of management increases, as I told you, right? Now in the top level, what happens is the top level will give directions to the middle level. So who will give the directions? The top level, as well as they're gonna give them the command. And when they give the command, what is the responsibility of the middle level? The middle level need to actually take care whatever the top level will tell. They are supposed to get the work done efficiently and effectively. Now what happens is the middle level will give directions to the supervisory level. So see, this is what the unity of command is. For each and every employee there is one boss. So that is what the unity of command says. Henry Fayol beautifully has explained about unity of command and unity of direction. When unity of command and unity of direction is there, certainly you will actually get the entire organization in a disciplined manner. So these are the things which you are supposed to know. So firstly here, the levels of management is all about what? It's all about determine the chain of command within an organization. So the first one we have the meaning, the term levels of management refers to the line of division that exists between various managerial positions. So there are the managerial positions, and this is what this will define who is in what type of category. And then what happens is, as the size of the company and workforce increases, the number of levels in management increases. The more the number of people are there, so what happens? The size of the business is more. When size of the business is more, then certainly levels of management also increases along with it, and vice versa. If the size of the firm or the organization decreases, what will happen? Levels of management will also decrease. This is the fact. So I told you here, right, the nature and size of a business will determine how many levels of management you can have. So the first one here is the top level management. I have given you a kind of a brief examples where you will understand more about it. Just take an example of any company. If you take an example of any company, there is one CEO, Chief Executive Officer. There is one MD, Managing Director. There is one CFO, Chief Financial Officer. So if you ask me a question, no sir, there are few companies where we have two CEO. I'll tell you, you will not have two CEO. Even if you have two CEO, what happens is they will have their own ratings. They'll have their own positions, 1 and 2. So what it is all about the chain of command, right? It's all about chain of command. Here, try to understand. The top level, whoever are there, they are the one who will do something called planning. What is their role? They need to go with planning, strategies, all those. Now the middle level is there. Now middle level is what? They should make sure whatever the planning is done by the top level should be actually, it should reach the supervisory level, so that these people will get the work done. What will they do? They'll get the work done. And the supervisory or the lower level or the operating level, what is that they should do is, they need to work efficiently. They need to work efficiently. They need to work efficiently. So this is what really happens. So if you try to analyze, you feel that The work efficiently, the supervisory level are the people who are taking more work and they are doing it. But let me tell you, the person who is in the top, he looks very calm. But the reality is what? Everything is in his hand. The things are uncertainty. He's taking risk. He's bearing all the risk. Strategy. Right? Planning, all those things. That means, see, that's the reason the person who is in the top, he should have a specialized knowledge about what he's performing. So that's why people who have that stuff of taking risk, bearing risk, taking challenges, making the risk as an opportunity, taking the uncertainty as an opportunity, and then drifting the particular organization to the success. That is what the top level management does. So very stress you will actually get, but you are supposed to have a stress management as well. So this level of management consists of an organization's board of director. What is that? We call them as BOD. What is that? BOD? BOD means board of director, and the chief executive or managing director. I told you, CEO, MD, managing director. It is the ultimate source of power and authority. See, when you have more duties, you should actually get more power and authority. You are having so many duties, but you don't have powers and authority, so people will not listen to you. So what is that you should have? That authority and responsibility should also be there. Here what happens is, this lonely person who is standing in the top level, he will have what? The chain of command. So we call that as what? Authority and responsibility. He will not just have authority, he'll also have something called responsibility towards his middle level and supervisory level. Their main priority is on strategic planning and execution of the overall business success. So what exactly they are supposed to do? They are supposed to think and they are supposed to strategize what exactly to be done. They need to plan for the future, and then they are supposed to go for execution of overall business success. So that is what their duty is. Now let's talk more about their roles and responsibility. What exactly the roles are, the responsibilities are. The first one, the role of this is laying down the objectives. The first thing is what? You need to have an objective. See, without having an objective, you can't run the show. That is how it is. Then you are supposed to go with broad policies of business enterprise. What are the policies the company gonna take for the future, like 1 year or 5 years, 10 years? What exactly the policies are? When the policies are not favoring, again, it's a role of the top level management to change the policy, reframe it, and then reschedule all the things and then give it to the middle level and supervisor level to know what exactly happens there. Issuing necessary instruction for the preparation of department specific. So what exactly here happens is budget, schedule, procedures, everything should be decided by whom? By the top level management. Preparing strategic plans and policies. Again, strategic plans. He is supposed to prepare strategic plans and policies for the organization. See, broad policies and strategy plan and policies are totally different. You have for the entire company, here for the projects what they go for. Appointing the executives for middle level. Now in the executives of middle level, in the sense what? All the managers of all different departments. So whose responsibility is that? That is a top level responsibility, that they need to actually hire people who can withstand the competition, as well as they can go for a unity of the organization and run the organization for the success. Next is establishing controls of all organizational departments. When I say that, that means what? The same way here, the top level, middle level, supervisory level. So whatever the top level will tell, it is the responsibility of the middle level to listen. To make them listen, you are supposed to have what? Authority and responsibility. So when you have more of authority and responsibility, the power is in the hands. When you have the power, now people will definitely listen to you. This is what the responsibilities of the top level. So we'll go with the next one, and the next one is all about the middle level of management. Now, what exactly middle level of management is? You need to understand that middle level of management are the second level of management, where you find all the managers of different department except the managing director. You will get all the managers in the entire departments of the organization, because managing director is always in the top level, and human resource manager, marketing manager, sales manager, production manager, resource and development manager, all those manager comes in the middle level. So here I just want to tell you that the top level manager is actually dependent on the middle level manager. Here he's totally dependent on the middle level of management. The reason is, managers, their roles is so beautifully designed that they are the one who get the things done through others efficiently and effectively. So middle level managers or the middle level management, what is that their role is? They act like a bridge between the top level and the supervisory level. So whatever the problem supervisory level have, they will actually tell this to the middle level management. The middle level management will actually go and tell those problems to the top level. In the same way, whatever the top level management want the supervisory level to get the work done, they will inform the middle level management, and the middle level management will actually talk to the supervisory and get the work done. So here the branch and departmental managers form this middle level management. So these people are directly accountable to top management for the functioning of their respective department, devoting more time to organizations and directional functions. Without middle level management, working in a corporate is very, very difficult, because you always need a link which is actually which connects both the levels, that is the top level and the supervisory level. So let's check the responsibilities and the roles. The first one is executing the plan of the organization in accordance with the policies and directives laid out by the top level management. That means what? Whatever the top level management has decided, they need to get executed. So that is what the middle level management should do. Forming plans for subunits of organizations that they supervise. Who are they? They are the middle level management. So even they have some responsibility that they need to actually go for the plan for subunits. Next is participate in hiring and training process. This is what the HR manager does, human resource manager. He will do what? Hiring, selecting, training, developing, all those things is his department, and he'll do it. Interpreting and explaining the policies from top level management to low level management. I told you, they act like a link, they act like a bridge. Sending reports and data to top management in the timely and efficiently manner. So what here happens is efficient manner. When I say that, they are the one who will tell what has happened. They are the one who needs to report what all the things are being done by the supervisory level to the top level on a daily basis. So reporting happens here, accountability happens here. Next one we have is the third level, that is a lower level management. We also call them as the supervisory level or the operating level. So these people are the people who really work, right? So this level of management consists of supervisors, foremen, section officer, superintendents, and all other executives whose work must do largely with HR oversight and direction of operating employees. So they are the people who actually work and they get the work done efficiently. So here the roles and responsibility of supervisors are, that is, assigning job and tasks to various workers. So what they do is they get the information or the sub plan from the middle level management, and then they are the one who will actually go for the proper work. Next one here is overseeing both the quality and quantity of production. Now Top level management will not come to the real show and they will not check whether the things are happening proper or not. For that, the management has actually decided that middle level should be the person who will go on a regular basis, like weekly or monthly. But again, middle level people, they have seen that what really happens in the company, so they have assigned the supervisor, the foreman, all those people on a regular basis, daily basis. These are the people who go and they overseeing both the quality and the quantity, maintain good relation within lower level of organization. So for any petty fight or any kind of things they have within themselves, they are supposed to solve all those things. They should not go to the middle level and the top level for every now and then. Next is supervising and guiding their subordinates. They need to supervise. That's why supervisory level. So what exactly supervisory level is? Any worker who is working, so these people need to supervise them. These people need to motivate them. These people should actually check on what exactly they are doing. So this is what the responsibility is. Next is taking part in hiring and training process of their workers. See, middle level will hire the supervisors. Now it is the responsibility of the supervisors to actually check on what type of workers they need, and then they are supposed to be a part of hiring committee and they are supposed to get it. Because if you know that what type of a person you want for the job, you should actually be in the hiring position and then you are supposed to go for a selection. So these are the responsibility of lower level management. So we have come across 3 levels of management, that is top level management, supervisory, that is third one, middle level management, that is the second one. So we have top level, middle level and supervisor level. So these are the 3 levels which you are supposed to know. These are the basic one. We'll move forward with the next session and you will understand that how the top level, middle level and supervisor level will actually make a team, and then that will actually lead a successful story for any organization. Why an organization has failed because of its internal or because of the external will all come across in the next sessions. Until then, students, thank you so much. I'll see you when I see you.